Hey, what's going on, everyone? All right, checked out my regular ass life video about the truth about single women. There's a couple things that I want to touch upon on this. All right, I know you're a young lady, you're in college and everything, and a couple of things that I want to help you and other young ladies maybe watching this video out. Yes, I'm an old bean. I'm 32. All right, no kids, anything like that. All right, get that straight for later on in the video. All right, first talking to women ready to get married, settle down, all that good stuff. Yada, yada, yada. All right. At the age of 20, 21, 22, a lot of women are burnt out by the club for one reason. Many women have gotten in the club at age 16. Many have gotten in at age 18. Where many of us guys, and many guys who listen to this video will attest to this, we had to wait till we was 21. Or we got in college, we was 18, but you had to have college ID. Women, just walk in, especially if you look good, you well developed. Dating. As soon as a woman hits puberty, guys all over the place trying to get at her. Man, when we hit puberty, we get nothing. Hell, let's use a 16-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl. 16-year-old girl have a 21-year-old man trying to holler at her. 16-year-old boy, here's crickets. Unless one thing, he has that whip. He has to have the car. And that ties into my next point. Getting your stuff together. See, women think that when a man says he got to get his career right first, his money right first, think that's an excuse. No, it's not. See, that man has foresight. When men tell you that, it shows leadership attributes right there. It shows he has the attribute of foresight. Because when the family fails, it's on the man. Y'all don't believe me? The fall of the black community has been blamed on mythical black men who never lived in a home. That's the equivalent of blaming it on the Easter Bunny. None of us have met the Easter Bunny, but somehow the Easter Bunny has ruined everybody's life. Alright. With that being said, he's not wasting your time when he tells you that. Because he's trying to build a life for a family. Now, if that woman's the woman for him, when he gets it together, if she's there, she's there. She's not, she's not. He can handle that. He is at peace with that. And personal experience here. Before I joined the military, about 10 years ago, I was making $7.50 an hour working at a grocery store, the produce department. All right, got my own place, had a car, but money was real tight, and I dated a real great woman, a great sister, beautiful, did everything. But I know I couldn't marry her. She was ready to get married, and I was not ready to marry her. And I told her because my career is not where I wanted to be. My life isn't where I wanted to be. And that was around the time I got ready to join the Air Force. Because I feel like it is totally selfish and it's not fair to that woman. And or if there were any kids involved, which there weren't because we didn't have any, to bring them to a life where they had to there'll be struggle. I want to bring a family into a life of comfort. Hey, she ended up breaking up with me. She got married a couple years later. Hey, good for her. But I was at peace with that decision because I didn't want to waste her time. How can I provide a roof over a woman's head? How can I feed, clothe people, maintain vehicles, do extracurricular activities if we're making $7.50 an hour with HMO healthcare? It's not possible. So you ladies gotta understand, this man's not man not wasting your time when we say that stuff. 9 times out of 10, we're not. 'Cause I know a lot of ladies say, "Well, we need leaders. Men gotta be leaders." That's a sign of leadership. And see, the thing is, you use the age. I know you use that for example, say 22, 22. That's the problem. 22-year-old man, that could be 22-year-old young man is not going to be established. Now, 28, 29, 30, yeah, most likely. Because mind you, talk about experience in life, that goes back to my first point where women had a head start on life over young men. Because I know women that before they hit 25, they were done with the club. She got men 25 and up hitting the club because they finally got the finances in order to party like they wanted to. Finally able to get in. All that good stuff. And another point you talked about, man being 30, single, not married, called old girl back. Well, something I hate to tell women this, but hey, it's the truth. If a man is established, has his career in order, finances in order, good moral fiber, no kids, no criminal record, all that stuff a lot of women complain about, especially hit 30, he's the prize. He's the cream of the crop. And you know what? He could easily marry a 23-year-old woman, 24-year-old woman. Because that woman's mindset might be on family, and his mindset will be on family, and he's established enough to do it. Because if you notice, most men date women that are younger than them. Women, for some reason, want to date men the same age as them. Most times, you're going to have to date a man older because he's more mature and more financially set. Especially at your age, things like your early 20s. All right. And then they talk about the women that were hurt. Well, everybody's been hurt, man and woman. We all had our nose wide open for somebody. But if you're afraid of getting hurt, you will never find love. It sounds like those people that want to just pray, Lord, please send me the man of my dreams, but never get out of the house. Never give a guy a chance because they're afraid of getting hurt. Hey, sometimes you can go about things in life the right way and it just don't work out for things beyond your control. I.e., man may not have his career in order. Another story for you, real quick. I was with this one woman, and I got orders to go overseas to Guam. Now, many people that know me already know this, but hey, I know you don't know me like that, so I'm gonna tell it to you. Uh, I'm from Alabama and went to school there. She went to school there, and I knew I wasn't ready to get married, and I did not want to bring her overseas, take her away from her education and her career, and hurt her. I'm sorry, not career, but budding career. Just what I'm saying. To just for me to be a terrible husband. And also my finances weren't together because I was my first base. She was real mad at me. And I ran into her a couple years later and she thanked me for not wasting her time when she thought about it. And she ended up getting pregnant by some dude that was about nothing. But, and she found me on Facebook. She actually got married. So I'm happy for her. But she asked me straight up, you just want to get these other chicks out there, don't you? And I was like, to be honest, yeah. And that's why I didn't want to bring you over there. That's why I told her, because I didn't want to ruin your life. I'd rather you be mad at me for telling the truth than mad at me for lying. Because I feel like in life, the only thing you owe people is the truth. Trying to think. Oh yeah, back to the age thing. Now, when a woman hits 30, she'll have a harder time finding a husband than a man that's 30 trying to find a wife. Just the way it is. And see, the thing is, a lot of women piss away their prime years on bullshit. And see, the problem is, it's not saying, okay, you meet a guy, you go out, you date for a little bit, and then it's like, okay, he ain't about shit. Never works that way, because most times you find out he ain't about shit, and the woman stays, keep trying to push that round peg in that square hole, which never works, and keep wasting, investing all of this time, being like the equivalent of a hamster on a wheel. They put out all this energy, but they're not going anywhere. But then it's like it's all men. No, it's not all men. It was just that one guy. Because let's be real, many women are still butthurt over this one guy that it didn't work out with way back to when Lil Wayne was saying wobbity wobbity, drop it like it's hot. You know, and for you people that didn't know that, that's like late '90s. Back with bling bling. Yeah. If you're afraid of love, you will never love. I know I said that, but I gotta say it again. Because you control your destiny. If you want love, you got to get off your ass and get it, ladies. Just being real. Because guess what? Men have been hurt. But men, we have to find a wife. Guess what? Women don't ask us out. We ask women out. And we have to be the one to step up and ask these women, even though we've been hurt. Because you know what, y'all talk about man up. Manning up is telling the truth. Manning up is being honest. Manning up is having foresight to not bring a woman to a life where my life is not ready for a woman yet. You know, those are some of the things that manning up. But I rambled on long enough. But yeah, good vid. Funny as usual. Hey, you take it easy. And feel free to respond.